Breaking news. Abba Kyari finally opens up serious allegations against Ndlea and Ipob. Says they worked together to get him framed up. Hello, my wonderful people. Abba Kyari yesterday accused the Ndlea that they are the ones helping to, ship the very coke to Nigeria, and he was just a whistleblower, but they finally set him up. The guy has turned the case because the allegations he has made will first of all be the allegations will first of all be what they will have to first of all investigate that allegation, yeah, against the NDLEA if it is true that they are really assisting to bring in coke. And the implication again is that if the case has not turned, that is not just that I'm only an agency trying to expose your wrongdoing, but that I'm also an agency that is speaking against you. The implication of that is that he can no longer stay in the NDLEA's uh, 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 you know place, meaning that there could be conflict of interest. NDLEA could say, okay, let's take him out because he wants to expose us. You see what I mean? So Abba Kyari is using, if it's not true, then the guy is using a very deceptive, big tactics. Let's get all the details. Breaking news. Abba Kyari finally opens up, makes up serious allegations against NDLEA and Ipob that they worked together to frame him. Abba Kyari has given his account of what led to his arrest by the National Law Drug Enforcement Agency. The NDLEA is said the suspended Deputy Commissioner of Police was involved in drug dealings and tried to bribe one of his officers. Kyari, however, said he was framed for demanding a reward for an informant who helped in the arrest of the suspected drug dealers. Abba Kyari, as suspended Deputy Commissioner of Police, says corrupt operatives of the National Law Drug Enforcement Agency (NDLEA) framed him up. They've been working with the indigenous people of Biafra and has been looking for a way to get him down because of the onslaught he had on Ipob in Imo State. He said a whistleblower who aided the police intelligence response team in the arrest of a suspect. How is he that he that has been suspended since last year, well over 6 months, is still being called to come and investigate this? Can't you see missing paragraphs in the whole scheme of things? Kyari, who is standing trial at the Federal High Court in Abuja over his alleged involvement in a cocaine deal, accused the NDLEA operative of providing cover for drug cartel to free their cocaine dealings in Nigeria, he said, Prime Times has reported. The suspect, senior police officer who used to head the intelligence response team IR IRT, has been in the eye of the storm after he was first fingered in the multi-million-dollar internet fraud case by the United States. Amidst the U.S. government request to extradite Abba Kyari, the NDLEA accused him of being involved in drug dealing alongside other police officers who were caught with him. The agency subsequently released a video of the DCP allegedly attempting to bribe one of his officers, their claim. On Monday, March the 7th, Kyari and four other police officers were arraigned, and the NDLEA said, "We are grateful there is a video, it's not hearsay." However, Abba Kyari said the NDLEA has been working with the indigenous people of Biafra, and since they knew he would be in Enugu, it was time to frame him up, and that was what they did. So this is Abba Kyari's defense why he was found with coke. This is his defense. He said, well, he's found with coke because a whistleblower said that such a thing was going on, that indeed it was the NDLEA that assisted whoever brought in the coke into the country, that it was the job of the NDLEA that assisted those people, and those things came. Yes? He said when those things came, the whistleblower now informed him. So him and his response team, don't forget that the guy is on suspension. Don't forget that part, please. Keep that part, hold it very dearly. Don't forget that part. He said him and his team were called. Okay, they were called and they responded. So the whistleblower, the arrangement was that the person who informed them of this dealing that was going on was supposed to be paid a certain amount of money. Now, NDLEA has understanding that when somebody alerts the police of a possible breach, okay, of possibility of such a thing going on, such an individual is worthy of compensation, especially if the person helped to unravel some of the mysteries going on. And so, guess what? According to him, the NDLEA refused to respond. He was talking about the money, what they need to pay the person, and this people just turned a blind eye and pretended that there was no agreement, or they don't have an understanding that such a person will be compensated. He said it was in the process where he was raising the alarm that will this guy not be given anything. That was where they said he was trying to bribe. But guys, the video was out. By the way, let's be open-minded. Let's all assume, okay, for a minute that his statement is correct. Now, this video that came out that surfaced was not photoshopped. The video, it was not docked, meaning that they've edited it. It was real life. You could see that somebody was videoing with the phone, real life, real situation report as it was happening. Yes. Now this individual videoed this thing because as simple as that, your phone can become a lot of evidence that will solve a lot of issue. Yes. And so this guy videoed the whole thing that was going on. He said, well, they now said he was, since they see what was going on, they quickly turned it around that he was trying to bribe them. That indeed he was not trying to bribe them, but the situation there was that he was only exposing and he has already caught the person. And if somebody is to ask, even the judge is supposed to ask question, who's saying you? On whose authority are you working? Because if we are correct, okay, if we are correct, unless the police deceived Nigerians that you have been suspended, unless there's something more to this than we don't know, unless there's something more. What we were told as Nigerians when the whole Raymond Hush Puppies matter came out is that you've been suspended from the force. And why investigations was going on. How come in the whole of Nigerian police, in the whole of the police unit, it was you they still called for the response team, and they said your unit has been disbanded for the moment because you were the head. So there is a lot of gaps in this. Whoever gave you the storyline, I don't think they did a good job to think it through. Leave us a comment. God bless you. Have a lovely and a fantastic day. Let us know what you think. Bye for now.